Beautiful. Audience can tell too. She figured it out. We're gonna have Eureka, okay? Yeah, either way works for me, guys. Either way works for me. I love it. Breathing. Now, breathing has 4 parts to it. Pop-ups, pineapples, pirates, patterns. Pop-ups are what little children do because they can't swim. I'm talking like 2-year-olds because they can't swim with their bodies at the surface very well. So every once in a while they swim up to get a breath. They pop up and they go back under. We skip that one for most adults. We go right into pineapples. Pineapples are what anybody should learn once they start taking swim lessons. It's how you roll to your back. It's also how you breathe to the side, because anybody who can roll all the way to their back, like this, can also roll to the side like that. But just because you're someone who might be able to roll to the side okay, doesn't make you someone who can roll all to their back easily. That's why we make sure everyone can roll all the way to their back, because being rolled all the way makes you able to roll halfway, but not the other way around. Just because you can roll halfway doesn't mean you can roll all the way, right? For this, she's gonna have her arms out in front. She's gonna pull one arm down to roll, and then she'll be on her back, chin up, kick for just a moment, and then you can dismount. Okay, I'll demonstrate it again, but this time going in the same direction you will be going in. One arm pulled down, breathe. Now you pull the other arm down, you're on your back, chin up, kicking, paddling, and then stand up. Very good. You got your breath successfully. However, there's a bit of a rise when you came up. This time, try to stay closer to the surface of the water by just rolling your shoulders or rolling your hips on that pull. Let me do it towards you. And watch my head and my body in the water and how it doesn't lift up at all. Okay? Now I had her turn closer to the water, and so what she ended up doing was turning slower. And if you turn slower, you will stay closer to the water, but you also might get water up your nose.
Yeah.
Try not to turn too slowly. Perhaps you're just gonna have to turn quickly, and it might make you rise a little bit as a beginner. So long as you're not gonna fall underwater and get water over your face, we're gonna call it a successful breath and keep it that way. Okay? So we'll have her do this again, just to make sure it's clean and successful. Roll a little quicker on that arm. Beautiful. Nice. That looked professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went, oh, okay. Yeah, that felt professional apparently too.
No, not better.
Beautiful. Audience can tell too. So we've got her doing the pineapples. Now we need to get her breathing like a pirate. A pirate, when you're an adult, you don't have to keep one goggle in the water, behaving like a pirate. It's better for you if you just keep your chin dry, focus more on your chin, less on your goggle. For children, we talk about that goggle being in the water because oftentimes they lift. They lift their whole head out of the water. Now adults do too, but less so once they're told that they need to keep their head near their shoulder. So for adults, when it comes time for pirate breathing, for you, I just want you to keep your arm and your head connected. Your shoulder and either your ear or the back of your head connected right here. Okay, that's more important for you as an adult. So we're gonna do hand lead kicking, breathing the whole time. You don't have to put your face in the water, you're just getting the right head position, making sure there's a connection right here, okay? Stunning. Sweet. Wow. You got to put your face down now and be able to do this drill face down and up. If you need more than one breath when you turn to the side, you still can. blow some of that out of your nose. I know it's in there. So as you turn to the side, remember to exhale through your nose or release the air out of your nose.
Okay.
So that as you're turning to the side and your nose is becoming more vulnerable to water going in it,
It won't.
you're blowing out. It won't.
Okay.
It's possible. If air is coming out of your nose, it is physically impossible for water to be traveling up your nose. And there we go. Oh!
Whoops.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yes.
When your face went back in the water and you came up with air blowing out, oh, it was so perfect. But why did your face go back underwater? When you let out your air, you become less buoyant. So when you're breathing to the side and you've let out a little bit of air, the right reaction would be just increase the kick. There's nothing you can do about having let out all that air. Above all else, don't sit underwater with your face up. You're just inviting water up your nose. If your face is underwater and you screwed up the breath, put your face down and get the next one. Deep breath. Good. Don't push down. Don't push down. Good. Don't push down. Good. Good. Don't push down. Good. Roll. Roll. Good. Chin up. Good. Good. Patterns for her, it's going to be 4. So every 4th stroke, she's going to take a breath to the side. And she, right now in our review, can take more than 1 breath. And then 4 more strokes. Okay? Good decision. Good decision both times. Your face went back underwater after you were able to get 1 breath. Right now, she's not quite strong enough swimmer yet to be able to stabilize her hand lead kicking for 2 breaths. So she's gonna be forced into 1 breath today. Instead of trying to force her to be able to stay up in hand lead kicking, I'm actually just gonna jump her forward into being able to only take 1 breath at a time anyway. What? Or not.
Oh.
She figured it out. We're gonna have Eureka, okay? Yeah, either way works for me, guys. Either way works for me. I love it. So freestyle down to the other end. When you need a breath, you're breathing to the side, but if you need an extra long breath, or if you choke on water, then roll to your back for a full pineapple and kick on your back for as long as you need. Nice quick breaths. Did you surprise yourself how fast you went?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. That's what swimming with a body line will do for you. You're gonna go way faster with way less effort. And you're thinking, well, that's what the fins will do for you. No.
Oh my God.
No, everyone's gonna surprise themselves with their fins. You were about to crash in the wall. You were going so fast. She is so fast. Good job. So we're gonna wrap it up with one more thing. Since we're talking about the pole, I'm gonna mention this to her now. I've been watching it all week and I don't want her to go home continuing to do this.
Okay.
No, you're fine. It's a very little correction, but when your hands come forward, you're so careful with them that you lay them in the water and your arm is almost causing you weight and pressure. Drop it. Okay? When it comes up, don't rest it out front, drop it and push it.
Okay.
You're gonna go even faster now. I didn't think it was gonna make you faster. I just thought it was gonna make you easier, but you're gonna go even faster now with that. Good job. All right. Well, that is all we have for today. If you found this video helpful, splash that like button, subscribe to the channel for free. Thank you to our members who make it possible for us to continue our dreams every month. Check out the merch over on the website and follow us on our other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for shorter clips and tips throughout the week. If you want your own swim lessons in person, then email me right here. With that said, get ready to rock it.